Hello, I'm doing a rant today. The first thing is Prosecco. I don't get the hype over Prosecco. Personally, I think it tastes like piss. I'm sorry if you like it, and it might just be me, I don't know, but I cannot stand the stuff. I don't get the hype. Everyone's like, oh, Prosecco this, Prosecco that, oh, it's so nice. It tastes like really cheap champagne. It's just sweet piss. It's worse than Lamborghini. I don't know if that's because I'm a gin drinker and anything else tastes really weak, but I like my drinks strong, and Prosecco doesn't do it for me. And everybody bangs on about it. Oh, I really want a glass of Prosecco. My weekend's gonna consist of drinking Prosecco. It's shit. I hate it. If you're gonna get pissed, drink a proper drink. It's all the cocktails. They're vile. They're just sweet and fizzy and it's like rotting your gut as you put it in. Okay, so it's gin, but I feel like it's distilled with love, gin, whereas Prosecco, it's just a bottle full of farts. What is this piece of hair doing? It's like dead straight, and this one's all puby. Okay, so this next topic really upsets me, and I don't know if it's just me or other people feel it as well, but I don't want children. I always get people saying, oh, when are you gonna have kids? When are you and Paul gonna have kids? I don't fucking want a child. I have never ever been maternal. Maybe I was dropped on the head as a baby and it just sparked something off. Not one part of me in my life have I ever thought, oh, I really want a baby. Like, most people see babies in prams and stuff and they go all mushy. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Another one that smells like shit. They're not interesting to me. It does upset me that I don't want them, but I don't need to keep hearing about it, and I don't need to keep being asked when I want one. I don't want one. It might change in a few years. I don't know. Other people's children annoy me. At work, people will bring their kids in and they're screaming and they're messing things up, and I'm just like, it tests my patience. There are a select few kids in my family that they're alright, but none of them make me want to have my own. Is it just me? Am I weird? I don't know. Please tell me that somebody feels the same. And everyone says, oh, it'll change when you have your own. Will it though? They still cry and shit and make too much noise, and I just can't deal with it. Maybe my mind's too immature, I don't know. I feel like I'm quite a mature person in knowing what I want in life, and a baby isn't one. It does upset me that I don't want one. I want to be that person that's, oh my god, he's so cute, oh, look at him. But I'm not. I'm like, oh yeah, very nice. They all look the same. If you've got kids and you love them and they're your life, then that's fair enough, but I've never felt that way. I've never been that way inclined. I wouldn't have an abortion. It's not to that extent, but it annoys me and worries me that I'm 25 and I have no maternal instinct or want for a baby. I want to do things. I want a career. Everybody seems to be popping them out at like 16 these days. I'm not down with that. Maybe I'm just weird. Fucking hell, as a kid, I had dolls and I used to lob them in the cupboard, throw breadboards on top of them and crush them and and slam the door shut. Now, what sort of parent would that make me? I haven't got that much longer, because your fanny doesn't work after a while, does it? They come out with like 3 arms and stuff if you leave it too late. So yeah, I'm panicking. Like my Barbies and stuff, I just used to rip their heads off. I was like a real brutal child. I never wanted to play with babies in pushchairs, and I was like an action man girl. Maybe I'm like a man inside. Like, I've got a fanny and stuff, but maybe my brain works like a man's. I don't know. I am seriously fucked in the head. Other dog walkers. Now, I'm sure if you're a dog walker yourself, you will know what I mean. And this isn't saying if you've got a dog and you walk it, I hate you. This is like people round where I live. They're stuck up their own arse, and I hate all the dog walkers over in the park. Betty and Bert have got a tendency of running up to other dogs, which, okay, I probably should have trained them not to do that. So do other dogs in the park. They all run up to each other, they all want to play, but other dog walkers, they're like, oh, get him away from me, oh. There is this one woman, no joke, it's like tainted that we always meet in the park, and she's got this fucking little ball of fluff. Don't get me wrong, I do love all dogs, but it wouldn't be my choice of dog. And Betty and Bert make a beeline for it all the time, and she will not let the dog go. Now, I haven't been funny, but that dog isn't going to run far. You will be able to get it back. Let it off the lead, let it have some fucking fun. She's so far up her own arsehole that she won't even let her dog play with other dogs. And I always meet this woman. She was actually dithering around the other day going, woo! Don't let them near him, he'll bite them. I was like, what a thing to say, he'll bite them. Well, don't fucking let him bite him, annoying bitch. Every time, guaranteed, I go for a walk, I will meet her. And then she's like, oh, you should keep your dogs on leads. Why? Why should I keep my dogs on leads just because yours is a fucking idiot? Why let it be in a public area where you know there's going to be dogs running around and running up to it? If it's nasty, take it fucking elsewhere where it can run on its own. I don't want it near my dogs. I'm certainly not putting my dogs on the lead so yours can have the run of the park, because that's just not fair. Sorry if I got lipstick on my teeth. If you're an Instagram user, you will know that they switched it all up, or were intending to switch it all up. Nothing's happened. Like, what the fuck was with all that? Everyone went through a stage of posting a picture. I think I even did it, saying if you want to stay updated, please turn on notifications. Well, I still get the exact same feed I did before they switched it up. I don't see a difference in it. And then I thought, well, why the fuck should I be asking people to like my photos and stay updated? Like, Instagram only ever started for me as something to put my photos on just so I could have a look at them. Why did that never come to anything? In a way, I'm glad it didn't, but why make a great big fucking hoo-ha about it and then do nothing about it? My mind boggles. I have like a love-hate relationship with social media. I go through stages of really liking it and thinking it can help you and promote what you're doing, but I also think it's absolute bullshit, and we would be better off if social media never happened. Also, while we're on the Instagram subject, do you ever just look at the Explore feed and think how ugly you are? They just feature everybody that looks unreal and perfect and have the perfect lifestyle, and you're there in bed in the morning looking like a fucking slob, hungover, makeup all over your face that you haven't taken off from the night before, scrolling through it thinking, what the fuck is my life? I am so ugly. I hate the Explore section. Like, seriously, I get so jealous, and I shouldn't, because they're not real people. They don't look like that in real life, but I'm still like, oh my god, I'm so ugly. What else annoys me about social media? Snapchat bores the shit out of me. I've got it, but I don't ever post anything other than a photo of my face with a new filter on, or my dogs. I must be the most boring person to follow. I don't know why I've got it. Facebook fucks me off. It's become YouTube. Like, you can scroll through it and it would be shit video after shit video. Somebody getting run over, somebody hurting themselves, somebody getting a fucking octopus stuck to their skin. Facebook has changed so much. It used to be a place where I liked going on and people would upload what they're up to and interesting stuff. That's a lie. It's never been interesting. Every social media outlet has changed for the worst. YouTube's probably number one. I wasn't going to get onto YouTube because, as you all know, I've taken a break from it and I didn't really upload very regularly, and it's because it's become a place full of fucking clones, basically, and I didn't want to be part of it. And unless you are making clone material like every bloody other person, no one wants to know, and I find that really disheartening for people that are trying to do something creative. And it's a platform for people to be creative on, and you still get the same bloody Barbie head prissy thing talking about how much she spent in fucking Zara. I won't go into it too much because it'll stress me out and I won't want to do YouTube again. People, just come out with some new fucking content, please. What else have I wrote on my list of annoyances? Okay, this is a very big annoyance. Working to pay bills. I've literally had enough of it. I know it's life and I know that's the way things are, and that's it. That is life. You work, you come home, you pay bills, you go to bed. It is just those four things over and over again, and I'm absolutely sick to death of it. I probably don't have as many bills as some people. I am very lucky in what I do pay. Yeah, I count my blessings, but still, you've still got to do that. You have a car, you've got to pay a bill. You have a phone, you've got to pay a bill. It's just boring. Like, many a time, I just want to disappear, buy a camper van and just fuck off into a forest and make myself a little stick house and not have to pay for anything. It's like the most unrealistic thing ever, but how boring is working to pay bills? People think retail isn't hard, but if you're a VM, it is fucking hard work. I'm slogging my arse off all day, lifting things, moving the shop round, and then you get people slumped behind the counter and they're doing nothing, and you just think, working, just to pay for my car, the food, the bloody bills, the phone bill. I'm bored of it. Like, seriously, if I had the money to buy a camper van, I'd be off. I wouldn't be sticking around. I'd be gone. Petrol would be my only worry. I live in such a dream world. I don't even know who I'm paying. All my money is going to people I don't fucking know. And that annoys me. Ugh, I know it's a way of life and I'm going to have to get over it and grow up. But seriously, what the fuck is being an adult? Miserable neighbours. I don't know if anybody else has experienced miserable neighbours, but we experienced them from day one. Basically, Paul lived in his nan's house, bought it off her, knocked it all down, had an extension put on, completely gutted the place basically. And admittedly, it was a mess for quite a while and the neighbours kicked up a stink. Something wasn't right, they couldn't see past this bit, blah blah blah. All of which was mendable, like it was going to get better. But from day one, they have had the fucking arse with us. Paul's been round taking a bottle of wine and flowers. The neighbour, the one side, was like, "Nah, we don't want it, sorry, bye," and closed the door in his face. Now, they're quite old. They're like, I'm going to say 70s. They're nearly dead, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Such a bitch. They are vile people. I didn't think old people could be that vile, but they are fuckers, that side. That side, they're not too bad. They won't speak to you, but, well, the only thing about them is they got two really fucking annoying children. I don't know what they do to their children, but they cry non-stop. They'll fall over, oh, burst out into tears. Someone will say something to the other one, oh, let's cry again. Fuck off. I'm trying to sit in the garden, have a cup of tea in the sun, and all I can hear is your kids crying. There we go again, my maternal instinct. I'd be a great mother. Get up, you little shit. Nothing wrong with you. But yeah, we don't get on with our neighbours, basically, cut a long story short. And everything we do isn't right. They won't look at us, they won't talk to us, they won't make conversation. And we've just done the front drive and gravelled it over, and he came over and he was like, oh, I hope that's not touching my fence. Oh, fuck off. What if it is? It's going to touch your fence. We're next door. Unless you make a great big bloody gully underneath it, it's going to touch your fence. Like, seriously, they nitpick. They've got nothing left in their life to look forward to or do. They're called Ken and Joan, and we've christened them Cunt and Moan. I just think, why can't you just be civil? We live between 4 people that hate us, all because we put an extension on. And it wasn't even that bad. Like, okay, it went on for a bit longer than we expected because it costs and you've got to work to pay for it. So it was going to take time, but why are you still being a wanker? We've come along with a peace offering of wine, flowers, and you've basically said, fuck off, I don't want it. Like, people are vile, and every time I see them, it just gets my back up. I hate them. I'm going to go into another dog rant now. I was looking on Gumtree the other night for a Frenchie, because I always look. We're not getting another one. I've been told no, that's it. I really want 3. So I was just going on out of interest just to see what was on there. And I was absolutely mortified. I actually had a bit of a rant about it on Twitter. I was devastated at the amount of French bulldogs that people get rid of after having them for 4 to 6 months. I know a lot of dogs are in rescue and that is really upsetting as well, but because French bulldogs have become this fashion dog, shall we say, people don't realise how hard they are to look after. Just their temperament, they need a lot of entertaining. They're absolutely amazing dogs, I wouldn't change them for the world, but they're bloody stubborn. They are hard to train, and I think people give up on them far too quickly. It also annoyed me that people were putting them on there, making up shit excuses about why they were getting rid of them. Oh, I'm moving house, can't have this dog, and oh, I've just had a baby, I can't have the dog. Well, why have you bought it in the first place? They're extremely hard to toilet train, and I think that is why people get the arse with them, because they don't grasp it as much as other breeds. And all things like this, and I just think if people took a bit more time to train it and not think, oh my god, I need this dog, it's like the height of fashion, and then get rid of it 4 months down the line, because the amount of unwanted dogs on Gumtree the other day was sickening. It just fucking riles me. Why get rid of your dog? People do have genuine reasons, like they fall ill and they can't look after it anymore. To me, it just looked like they bought a really expensive dog, didn't know the consequences, didn't know how hard they were to look after, whacked it back on Gumtree and charged the earth for it. And to me, that's not on, and it really fucks me off. And if you're one of those people, I fucking hate you. Same goes for all dogs. You don't know the consequence of having one. If you work, you can't look after it, don't fucking buy one. It's as simple as that. I would rescue all the dogs if I could. I don't give a shit what breed they are. If I could have them all, I would. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if it wasn't that entertaining. I'm kind of out of practice with my rants. Oh, Jesus, you went absolute turn. Oh, look, it's you. Who is it? That is what has fucked me off this past month. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Say bye. Who's Charlie? Charlie's your friend, isn't he? You love Charlie.